Cuba! It's me! That's right, Elian Habanero, episode 17. We're just gonna keep on going. It's episode 17 of the W.I.L.L.I.W show, which stands for Wrestling is Life. Life is Wrestling. Today, I want to talk Smackdown Live. I want to talk the whole WrestleMania week in general. I want to talk a lot of different things. Let's get started. Smackdown Live last night. I felt Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin, they worked pretty hard. It wasn't my favorite match, but I felt like you got to give them respect for what they put out there after WrestleMania. I felt that match was better than the WrestleMania match. Now, obviously, The Miz, that was great. Trolling Cena again, and then Shinsuke coming out. I was surprised he didn't do anything in the ring, but I guess he didn't need to, really. The fans loved it just like that. Of course, they set it up perfectly. Kurt Hawkins comes out and he says, I'll give to the count of 10 for anyone to accept the open challenge. And of course, when you mention 10, there is Tye Dillinger. What a moment that was. It just sucks that people felt the need to message me on Facebook and tell me that he was already on there when I don't watch it till a little bit later in the night. It's like I try and stay off social media. I don't go on Facebook, but people still decide to message me and tell me, and I can't avoid it. I try to, and it's just like, no, it ruins the surprise for me, but I'm so happy for him. Finally, I just hope, like, his gimmick is good. He doesn't have, he's pretty decent on the mic. He doesn't have a lot of good signature moves. I hope he stays on SmackDown, because they can give him a better story, because now the Superstar Shakeup is coming up, and people are going to get moved around. I wonder what that's going to be. Is that just going to be like, they do trades to each other? It's not, they didn't call it a draft, so it can't be a draft. I like SmackDown. I'm still not into the whole Orton thing, even with Eric Rowan and Luke Harper getting involved. I feel like Luke Harper should get moved. He should be on his own. He is so great. He should have won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But anyway, it's exciting how they're going to actually try and keep the momentum going for WrestleMania by having a big show next week. So that was good. I didn't mind the Naomi Alexa Bliss match. I'm happy she kept the title. Still, there was some better matches than there was on Raw anyway. And then I watched the Talking Smack and the Raw Talk thing after, and I really enjoyed them. I liked Goldberg's promo, how he kept reminding us that this wasn't for the show, but it just, you could tell it came from the heart, and he's like thankful. He's like in a good place right now, and being a father of my own, I also, like, being a father myself, I really felt for him. What a moment with his kid. And then the Talking Smack was great. I love the Usos on there, like, finally just saying, like, why didn't we have a match on WrestleMania? Like, we didn't have a match tonight. Like, it's true. And then, of course, they put him against American Alpha. I really was hoping that something would happen with the Superstar Shakeup, and it could have been, like, them versus the Revival or something like that. I don't want to see Revival versus American Alpha anymore. There was rumors going around, I'm not sure if it's been confirmed yet, that Simon Gotch of the Vaudevillians, the guy that kept getting in fights, is been released from the company, so I hope that works out good for his partner. I feel like his partner was getting the poor end of the stick, the shaft, because his friend kept getting in all the fights, so maybe now they'll do something with Aiden English. So yeah, I mean, I like seeing Talking Smack, I like seeing Dillinger on there, although he needs something. He needs something for his talking. I guess he just needs to be involved in a storyline, so he has, like, something to talk about that way. But everybody, I mean, the internet exploded, especially up here in Ontario. Everybody is so happy for him. I am too. He really deserves it. I remember training with him, and, like, we used to have these matches, and he was only wrestling, like, a month, and he could do everything, and he could do everything better than me. And I was always so jealous of him, but I loved him. We lived together for 2 years. Congratulations, man. I just hope it keeps going for you. I know before, when you made the main roster, it kind of fizzled out in the ECW thing, even though you deserved it back then. They just need to give you a story. The fans are behind you, and dude, that guy should be Intercontinental Champion soon, or something like that, for sure. So now I just want to reflect on the whole week, now that I've had time to process it, and it's sunk in, and finally, like, it's so much. Like, even watching SmackDown last night, I was just, like, overwhelmed. Like, it was almost too much wrestling, too many days in a row, that I just, if it wasn't for Shinsuke and Dillinger, then I was just like, okay, I've had enough. But, so anyway, I'd like to say my favorite match of the whole weekend was the one from TakeOver Revival, the Triple Threat Tag Team match. My favorite surprise was the Hardys Boys surprise, and this is including Takeover, Hall of Fame, WrestleMania, Raw, and SmackDown. My favorite Hall of Fame speech was Beth Phoenix. My favorite induction speech was Jim Cornette. What else are we going to say? My favorite moment, obviously, even though it's a bad moment, was when Undertaker laid his stuff in the ring. Just to be from the beginning to the end of his career and follow it all, that touched me. So tomorrow, I'm going to do a thing on Undertaker, my top 10 favorite Undertaker matches. Anyway, this has been Elian Habanero, The W.I.L.L.I.W Show. Wrestling is life. Life is wrestling. I also want to say one other funny thing that I forgot to say on SmackDown. I love Vince McMahon's promo. He's still the best promos. And when it made me laugh so hard when the fans were like booing Roman or something about Roman to Vince McMahon. And he's like, well, if that's how you really feel. But the thing is, they don't get it. The more they boo him, the more he's going to push him because he's getting a reaction. Like, that's what they want. And they're not going to really ever turn him. He's going to be like a Cena. He's going to be heel, face, because he sells so many shirts. Like, seriously, like, there was a part where, at the beginning, where they were saying, F you, Roman. I could almost hear the girls saying, F me, Roman, because they all love him so much. So it's like, what do you do if you're a company that wants to make money? Are you really going to stop putting him on your show when he's making you so much money? But anyway, check out tomorrow my top 10 favorite Undertaker matches. This has been The W.I.L.L.I.W Show, episode 17, which stands for Wrestling is Life, Life is Wrestling. You know I love it. Look at that. I am. Oh, wait. Make sure you like, or you get a leg drop. Comment, or you get a clothesline. Subscribe, or you get a suplex. I'm your host, Elian Habanero. I love wrestling. Cuba!